Hey guys, Akshay here from Gadget Diary, and today we have with us Oppo A71. And now you must be thinking A71 was launched last year, but this is an upgraded version of A71. And you can see it has 3 GB RAM, but again the 3 GB RAM was available in the previous A71. So what has changed? You can read a small thing over here which says speedy operation. So the company has upgraded the processor in this device. And are there any other changes? We will find out in this video along with the box content. So now you get an octa-core Snapdragon Qualcomm 450 processor. It has AI beauty technology, 3000 mAh battery, 13 megapixel rear camera. Then you don't have the price information over here, but we'll let you know the pricing very soon. So let's unbox it and let's see what all contents do you get in the Oppo A71 2018 edition. So the first thing is the Oppo A71. This is how the phone looks like. We will be discussing more about it in a minute. Let's just check out other contents present in the box first. So here you get another box which has a SIM ejector pin. Then you get some manuals and other stuff. So you have the user information guide and quick start guide for CPH1801, which is the model number. Then you are getting earphones in the box. That's a good thing. I say that's a good thing these days because a lot of manufacturers do skip earphones. So these are just the basic ones, but they are there, which has a mic as well and a button to accept or reject the calls. Then you get a standard USB to micro USB data cable, and finally a charging adapter. And I hope you're able to see the output rating is 1 amp at 5 volts. So these are the contents that you will get if you order Oppo A71 2018 edition, which has Snapdragon 450 processor. So here is the Oppo A71 smartphone. This is the 2018 edition, and the reason the company might not have changed the name is the fact that very less changes have been made. The major change on this device is that the processor has been upgraded to a Snapdragon processor. So talking first about the design and build quality, you get this compact smartphone which has this 5.2-inch HD display. Then in the front you get this 5 megapixel camera over here along with an earpiece, then a 5.2-inch display. Then you have usual Android touch buttons, a multitasking button, one home button and a back button. On the back side you get this 13 megapixel camera along with LED flash and Oppo branding. On the right side you get a power button along with a SIM card tray. On the top you have a 3.5mm audio jack. On the left you get the volume rocker, and a micro USB port along with speaker outlet is present on the bottom side. In terms of feel, the phone feels light in weight. It has this metal feel on the back. This is not a metal construction though, this is a polycarbonate body. Overall the phone feels light in weight and feels nice in hand. We don't have any complaints as far as the design and build quality is concerned. Moving on, let's talk about the display. So the viewing angles are nice on this display. You can see even at extreme angles you can see there's a very less fading of colors and you can still see the display. In terms of display brightness, you can see we are not at the maximum brightness as of now. We are somewhat around 60% brightness. So this is a bright display. You can probably do most of the tasks on this display without any issues, whether it's gaming, whether it's seeing images or reading text. But a full HD display would have been better considering what other devices offer in the same price segment. Moving on, let's talk about the hardware and the software. So company has finally opted for a Snapdragon processor on this device. The previous device came with MediaTek MT6750, but now you are getting Snapdragon 450. It scores 70,000 in the Antutu benchmark, which is a good thing. Here are the detailed specifications. It still runs on Android 7.1.1. Out of the box, you get Adreno 506 GPU unit, 3 GB RAM, out of which 1.7 GB is available as of now, 16 GB of storage, out of which 7.6 is available due to preloaded applications and other stuff. And here is the list of sensors if you want to know. So it does support gyroscope, it has a gravity sensor, accelerometer, then you have the light sensor, linear acceleration sensor, step counter, step detector, etc. So you do get most of these sensors available on this device, and with Snapdragon 450 you won't be facing any issues when it comes to multitasking or even running games like Asphalt 8 on the device. So if you always wanted an Oppo device which can handle gaming well, then this might be the time, or this might be the device which can do those things. But now let's move on to the software part. So you are getting Android 7.1.2 out of the box. Along with that, you get company's own Color OS. So you can see that you do get preloaded applications and custom UI from the company. For example, if you swipe up, you can access the control center over here. And if I just swipe down, then you have the phone manager, some other applications as well. You also have some tools like backup and restore, then some Google applications, and Amazon shopping and Facebook was preloaded. So not a much bloatware here, but you do get the modified UI from the company. Now let's move on to the main feature of this device, the camera. The second main feature, this time the main highlight, is the Snapdragon 450 processor. But Oppo devices are always known for their camera, and that's the most highlighted features. You get this 13 megapixel back shooter and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. The back camera supports beauty, panorama, expert, which is a pro mode, etc. modes. The front camera also has the blur effect option available, so you can capture selfies with bokeh effects. So here are some sample images captured using the front camera, and even though it's a single camera, it's not a dual camera setup, the front bokeh shot works well. You can see the background has been blurred out and the edges of my face are sharp, though some hair did get blurred out over here, but that's perfectly fine. The selfie seems to be nice. And one more sample. So selfie is working well as expected from an Oppo device. The back camera, however, could have been slightly better. It does capture decent level of details and the color reproduction is also nice. But this is not the best performance that we have seen when it comes to the back camera. But it can still compete with most of the other devices available in the same price segment when it comes to the back camera. Moving on, let's talk about other features and some missing features. One of the things that most companies provide you is a fingerprint sensor. There is no fingerprint sensor on this device, so that's a missing feature. In terms of battery, you get this 3000 mAh battery, which should give you a battery life of 1 day with moderate to heavy usage. There won't be an issue with the battery. It does support normal charging, it does not support fast charging. Overall, if we consider Oppo device, company has given you a better processor this time, but it is still slightly expensive when compared to most of the other smartphones, considering the fact that there is no fingerprint sensor. This is a 5.2-inch HD display and the price at which it will be available in the market. But if you are someone who wants an Oppo device for better front camera, and this time if you also want to play games, then you can obviously look at this device. This is all for the unboxing part of the Oppo A71 2018. If you want us to do the review or comparison with other smartphones, do let us know and we will do that very soon. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.